Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? Hope that you are fine. I am also fine, Alhamdulillah. The holy month of Ramadan has begun. Hope that all our prayers will be answered very soon and we will get rid of this bad situation, inshallah. Welcome everybody again to this e-learning platform of finance, banking and insurance course. I am Sanjida Khanum, lecturer, finance, banking and insurance, BAF Shaheen College, Chattogram. This is our third lecture of distance learning. In the last lecture, I discussed the cost of preferred stock and its calculation. Today, I am going to start our session with common stock, which is the third part of our cost of capital. After completing today's lesson, students will be able to get an idea on cost of common stock or equity. They will able to calculate the cost of equity through zero dividend growth model. And they can also learn how to calculate the cost of equity through constant dividend growth model. Dear students, some of you sent me the screenshots of your given task in the last lecture. I am very happy to see your answers. Now, I am explaining the question for those of you who had problems with the math. And the question is, HMG company has issued a 10% 11 years preferred stock. Face value of each stock is taka 1000 and sell value is taka 900. Flotation cost is taka 70. Now you have to calculate the cost of preferred stock. Here we see the stock has 11 years maturity period. That's why this preferred stock is redeemable in nature. So we have to apply the formula of redeemable preferred stock, and by putting value in that formula we can get our answer easily, and the answer is 12.62 percentage. In the last lecture, I discussed one kind of stock named preferred stock. Today, I am going to start with another stock, that is common stock. Common stock represents ultimate ownership and risk position in a corporation. Common stockholders are on the bottom of the priority ladder for ownership structure. Here is a ladder showing the priority of receiving interest or dividend and claim on asset of a company. We know that bondholders are on the top of this ladder because bondholders will get interest at first and they also have the priority to get the claim on assets of a company. Debenture holders are in the second position. That means they will get interest after satisfying the bondholders and they also have the claim on assets after that bondholders. Preferred stockholders are in the third position because they will get dividend before common stockholders and they have the right to claim on assets before that common stockholders. And at last, common stockholders are in the bottom of the ladder. That means common stockholders will get dividend, if any, after satisfying all the investors, and they also have the claim on asset at last. Generally, we use three models to calculate the cost of common stock. First one is zero dividend growth model, second one is constant dividend growth model, and the last one is capital asset pricing model or CAPM. Among these three models, that means first twos are based on dividend, and the last one, that is CAPM, is based on investors' behavior. Today, we'll concentrate on the dividend based models. Now, we see how to calculate the cost of equity by using zero dividend growth model. Zero dividend growth model is a model to estimate the cost of equity of no growth companies. Here, a constant amount of dividend is expected perpetually. For example, if a company pays Taka 100 as dividend per share in this year, it will also pay Taka 100 as dividend per share in the next years. The company never pays Taka 99 or Taka 101 as dividend per share because in this method the amount of dividend is always constant. That means here the dividend growth rate is zero, and that's why this method is termed as zero dividend growth model. Here the formula to calculate the cost of equity by this model. The formula contains expected dividend divided by market price of the share into 100. Here's the details of each element. Here's a practical example of cost of equity under zero dividend growth model. The current market price of Bengal Company's share is Taka 90. Annual dividend is Taka 5 per share. Now we have to find out the cost of capital of the company. Here we see that the annual dividend of the company is Taka 5 per share and there is no direction about the growth of this amount. That's why the Bengal company is a no growth company and we have to use zero dividend growth model to calculate the cost of equity in this case. So here's the formula. After putting value in the formula, we get our answer and the answer is 5.56 percentage. That means the cost of Bengal company to issue this stock is 5.56 percentage. Now we learn how to calculate the cost of equity under constant dividend growth model. The constant dividend growth model assumes that dividends grow at a fixed percentage annually. That is, amount of dividend will grow but that growth rate is fixed. Here is the formula to calculate the cost of equity under this model. The formula contains expected dividend divided by market price of the share plus growth rate of dividend into 100, and here's the details of each element. It is important to note that the amount of dividend is not same in every year under this model. So, if expected dividend is directly given in the question, then we can easily put the value of that expected dividend in the formula. But if there is current dividend instead of expected dividend, then we have to calculate expected dividend from that current dividend by using this formula. And this formula contains D1, that means expected dividend equal to D0 into 1 plus G. Here D0 stands for current dividend and G stands for growth rate of the dividend. Here we see an example of cost of equity under constant dividend growth model. Nila Limited has given Taka 5 per share as dividend and this dividend will be increased by 5% in the next year. If the market price of the share is Taka 70, then what will be the cost of common stock capital? Here we see that the dividend of the company will be increased by 5%. From that, we can guess that we have to calculate the cost of equity by using constant dividend growth model because here dividend is increased by a fixed rate, that is 5%. So we have to use the formula of constant dividend growth model, and after putting value in the formula, we can get our answer. And the answer is 12.5 percentage. Here one thing is important to note. Taka 5 per share is the current dividend in our example. So we have to calculate expected dividend by using the formula, and then we get our expected dividend as 5.25 Taka. And then we put this value in the formula and we get our answer. Now I want to evaluate you through a question. The current market price of ABC company's share is Taka 90 and the expected dividend per share is Taka 7. The dividends are expected to grow at a constant rate of 4%. Now you have to find out the cost of capital of this share. I hope you will try your best to solve this problem and you can send your answers through screenshots in the comment box or in our respective group of Finance English version. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for being with me.